Have you ever seen a dessert with such a naturally beautiful golden color? No eggs, no oven, no artificial food coloring. With just a few simple ingredients, you can make a soft, delightfully chewy cake that's completely plant-based, naturally sweet, and packed with rich, delicious flavor. And the best part? It's much easier to make than you might think. Let's get started. First, prepare about 350 grams, 12 ounces of sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes come in several varieties, including orange-fleshed, yellow-fleshed, purple-fleshed, and white-fleshed. All of them are excellent sources of complex carbohydrates, dietary fiber, vitamin C, potassium, and many other beneficial nutrients, making each variety a healthy addition to a balanced diet. Which one should you choose? If you're looking for more antioxidants, purple sweet potatoes are an excellent choice. If you want more beta-carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A, and a naturally sweeter flavor, orange and yellow-fleshed sweet potatoes are great options. Rotating between different varieties is a simple way to enjoy a wider range of nutrients and flavors. After peeling, place the sweet potatoes in a bowl of water to prevent them from browning. Rinse away any excess starch from the surface, then drain well. Now cut the sweet potatoes into slices of roughly the same thickness. Keeping the pieces uniform helps them cook evenly during steaming, so every piece becomes perfectly tender without any undercooked spots. Next, weigh out 300 grams, 10.6 ounces, of the prepared sweet potatoes. Spread the pieces out in a single layer instead of stacking them. This allows the steam to circulate evenly around each piece, helping every slice cook through at the same rate. It's a simple trick that makes a noticeable difference. Before covering the pot, wrap the lid with a clean kitchen towel. As the sweet potatoes steam, moisture naturally condenses on the underside of the lid. The towel absorbs these droplets and prevents them from dripping back onto the sweet potatoes. This keeps the sweet potatoes from becoming overly wet, resulting in a smoother cake with a richer flavor. Bring the water to a boil over high heat, then continue steaming for about 15 minutes. To check if they're done, simply poke a piece with a chopstick. If it slides through easily and the sweet potato breaks apart effortlessly, it's perfectly cooked. While the sweet potatoes are still hot, add 80 grams, 1/3 cup plus 1 tablespoon, of fine granulated sugar. You can adjust the amount of sugar to suit your taste. Next, add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. This small amount of salt won't make the cake salty. Instead, it enhances the natural sweetness of the sweet potatoes and creates a more balanced flavor. Mash the sweet potatoes while they're still hot. Warm sweet potatoes are much softer and easier to mash into a smooth mixture. The smoother you mash them, the softer, silkier, and more delicious the finished cake will be. Once the sweet potato mixture is completely smooth, pour in 250 milliliters, 1 cup, of coconut milk. Stir well until the coconut milk is fully incorporated, creating a rich, creamy, and silky mixture. It's nice to know that we see each other all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. It's great to see your support. Next, add 20 grams, 2½ tablespoons, of rice flour. The rice flour gives the cake structure while keeping it soft and tender. Then add 150 grams, 1¼ cups, of tapioca starch. This is the key ingredient that gives the cake its signature soft, springy, and delightfully chewy texture, making every bite even more enjoyable. Mix everything thoroughly until you have a thick, smooth batter with no dry flour remaining. Continue mixing until the batter reaches a thick consistency like this. Now prepare your steaming pan. Add a small amount of cooking oil. Use a pastry brush or paper towel to spread a very thin layer of oil over the bottom and sides of the pan. This will help the cake release easily after steaming without damaging its smooth surface. Alternatively, you can line the pan with parchment paper. Where are you watching from? Please leave a comment to let me know. Gently tap the pan on the countertop a few times to bring any large air bubbles to the surface and release them. It's a small step, but it makes a noticeable difference. Removing the air bubbles helps create a smoother cake with a finer texture and prevents large holes from forming during steaming. Finally, use a spatula or the back of a spoon to smooth the surface so the cake cooks evenly and has a beautiful, polished finish. Bring the water to a boil over high heat. Then, reduce the heat to medium and steam for about 40 minutes. Steaming over medium heat allows the cake to cook slowly and evenly from the outside to the center. If the heat is too high, the cake may cook unevenly, develop a rough surface, or form air pockets. Once the steaming time is up, remove the cake from the steamer and let it cool completely. Don't rush to cut it while it's still warm. At this stage, the cake is still setting inside. Allowing it to cool completely helps it firm up, making it much easier to slice while keeping the edges clean and neat. While the cake is cooling, prepare 60 grams, about 2 ounces, of freshly shredded coconut. Add 1/8 teaspoon of salt, then mix well. A small amount of salt enhances the coconut's natural sweetness and creates a more balanced flavor. Steam the shredded coconut over medium heat for about 10 minutes. This gently cooks the coconut, brings out its aroma, helps it stay soft, and slows spoilage during storage. Once steamed, remove the coconut and let it cool completely. When the cake has cooled completely, transfer it to a cutting board. Use a plastic knife or wrap the blade of a regular knife with a layer of plastic wrap before slicing. This helps prevent the cake from sticking to the blade, giving you cleaner, smoother cuts. Cut the cake into squares, rectangles, diamonds, or any size and shape you like. Because the cake is soft and slightly chewy, it will be a little sticky to the touch. That's completely normal. Finally, coat every side of each piece with the steamed shredded coconut. The coconut not only adds a rich, fragrant flavor, but also keeps the cake from sticking to your hands, making every bite even more enjoyable. And just like that, your sweet potato coconut cake is ready to serve. Each piece has a beautiful natural golden color, a soft and delicate texture, a pleasantly chewy bite, and the rich aroma of coconut milk and fresh coconut. It's a beautiful plant-based dessert that's both delicious and perfect for sharing with family and friends. From the very first bite, you'll notice how soft and smooth the cake is, with a gentle chewiness that never feels gummy. The tapioca starch gives it just the right amount of bounce, while the sweet potato adds a naturally creamy, velvety texture. The coconut milk provides a rich, creamy flavor that blends perfectly with the sweet potato's gentle, natural sweetness, creating a dessert that's satisfying without feeling heavy. The shredded coconut coating is soft, fragrant, and slightly chewy, adding another layer of texture while making each piece easier to hold. What makes this dessert especially enjoyable is its delicate sweetness. It's just sweet enough to highlight the natural flavors of the sweet potato and coconut without overpowering them. As you continue chewing, the coconut aroma becomes even more pronounced, blending beautifully with the sweet, earthy flavor of the sweet potato and leaving a light, clean finish. It's not overly sweet or overly rich, yet its soft, chewy texture and naturally delicious flavor will keep you reaching for another piece. The video ends here. If you have any comments, please leave a comment below. If you find the video interesting, please give me a like. Don't forget to share it with your relatives and friends. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. Goodbye. See you in the next video.